Hello, welcome to this new segment in your e-course. And in today's mini video guitar lesson, we're going to move away from the subject of chords slightly, because up until this point we've been doing fairly basic stuff. You know, I've taught you how to tune the guitar, I've taught you how to read tab, and we've also learned some chords and some strumming patterns. But today we're really going to step it up a gear. And especially if you're an electric guitarist and you want to be a lead guitarist, you know, if you're into rock or blues, or if you admire, you know, guitarists like Eric Clapton, B.B. King, Santana, Martin Knopfler, or really any of the modern rock groups, then I think this is going to be particularly relevant to you. I think you're really going to enjoy this lesson. But don't get me wrong, it's perfectly valid on acoustic guitar as well. So, you know, everybody must join in with this. So today I'm going to show you what's called the blues scale. And a scale, all that means is it's a group of notes and you play them one at a time. And it sounds like this. Okay, so that's the blues scale. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, what's the big deal? It's just a bunch of notes. It doesn't really sound that cool. But I can absolutely promise you that it's vital that you learn these notes, and it's vital that you program your fingers with this pattern of notes, because it will be the basis and the foundation on which you learn to improvise and solo and play all the wicked guitar stuff that you want to play. You know, if you want to be able to do stuff like this, and cool stuff like that, then you absolutely need to learn this scale, okay? Are you sold? Good. Right, so let's begin. I want you to start by putting your first finger on the 6th string at fret 5 and give that a pluck. And then move up to the little finger on the 6th string at fret 8. Now, I will ask you to use the exact fingers that I asked you to use, because, you know, it'll be more efficient in the long run. So once you've done fret 5 and then fret 8, go to the 5th string at fret 5, and then go to the 5th string at fret 7, and notice that I'm using my 3rd finger on fret 7. So if we play that from the start, it'll look like this. Good. Now go to the 4th string at fret 5, and then fret 7, and then the 3rd string is the same. It's fret 5, then fret 7. And now when you get to the 2nd string, I want you to play fret 5 and then fret 8 with the little finger. And then the 1st string, fret 5 and then fret 8 also with the little finger. Okay, so you've got the tab at the bottom of the screen, so you should be able to read that for yourself. So I'll demonstrate it again now. 6th string, 5 then 8. 5th string, 5 then 7. 4th string, 5 then 7. 3rd string, 5 and 7. 2nd string, 5 and 8. And then the 1st string, 5 and then 8. Good, excellent. So I'll just play that at full speed. Good, excellent. Now, once you've done that and memorised it, what I want you to do is to play it backwards. So what I mean is to start on the 1st string at fret 8, and then step off to fret 5 on the 1st string. So we're going to descend all the way back down. So the 2nd string now at fret 8, off to the 2nd string at 5, 3rd string at 7, 3rd string at 5, 4th string at 7, 4th string at 5, 5th string at 7, and then 5, 6th string at 8, and then 5. Excellent. So you should be able to go all the way through the blues scale and all the way back again. Excellent. Now, I've said this to you before, I'll say it again, it's not a race, you know, don't worry about playing this really fast straight away. It's perfectly normal for you to stop the video, you know, practice it for 10 minutes, and if you need to watch the video over and over again, then it's perfectly fine to do that as well. So, at this stage, I'll assume you've memorised this now, because really it's quite straightforward, I think you'll agree. Now, the next technique, this is the next part of the equation. I'm going to teach you to hammer and pull off, and this is the key to being able to play fast fast. If you like that little lick I did just now when I was kind of showing off, I can promise you that the secret to that not only is understanding and remembering the scale, but being able to hammer and pull off. So let me explain what this is. When you hammer, you hold down one note, you pluck it, and then you whack the other finger down onto the next note, but you're not plucking the second time. You're only plucking once with the plectrum, and it's purely the force of that finger hitting the fret that creates that second note. So effectively, you're getting two notes for one pluck. Like that. And it does take a bit of practice to get used to whacking that finger down onto the fretboard like that. You know, it needs to be quite quick and quite forceful. So again, you know, be patient with yourself. Don't worry if it takes a bit of practice. That's perfectly normal. And I'm going to ask you to hammer all the way through the blues scale on each string. So now you're going to do the 5th string, 5 hammer to 7. And then the 4th string, 5 hammer to 7. 3rd string, 5 to 7. 2nd string, 5 to 8. 1st string, 5 to 8. Okay, there you go. So let me just play that at, you know, a slightly faster pace. Good. So that's the sort of speed that I want you to work towards. So it's nice and fluid. Great. Now here's the next stage. The opposite to a hammer is a pull off, and what that is when you hold both notes down at once. So they're both holding down on the fret, and you're going to pluck, and you're going to pull that finger away. And again, the same thing applies. You're going to pluck once, but it's the force of that finger pulling away on the string that actually plucks the string and creates the next note. So like this. Good. And now onto the 2nd string, 8 pull off to 5, and all the way back through the scale. Okay, now again, it's easier said than done. You know, a lot of my students will take a good few weeks really to practice that and get it sounding nice and smooth. So I want you to be able to hammer all the way through the scale and pull off all the way back. Excellent, and you can build the speed. Okay, I'm going to leave that up to you. That's your responsibility now to go and get on with it and go and build your speed and build the flexibility of your fingers and, you know, really get them used to playing. And I can promise you it's all going to be worth it in the long run, because if you're a rock guitarist and you want to play, you know, I don't know, The Darkness, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Green Day, Blink-182, Santana, Eric Clapton, Dire Straits, anything like that, you know, you need to get on with it and get practicing this stuff. So go and enjoy it, go and get on with it. I look forward to seeing you in a few days for the next segment of this lesson. And if between now and then you get really good at this, then, you know, by all means go and look at the website and look at the archive, because there's loads of songs and solos and full-length video guitar lessons. You know, whatever song you want to learn, it all should be on there. So go and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. In the meantime, good luck practicing, enjoy yourself. I'll see you in a few days for the next segment of this e-course. Okay, bye-bye.